Welcome to Meadowbrook Memories podcast. I am Jelly, otherwise known as Glaister Prince. My co-host is Hitchcock, otherwise known as Alfred Henry. Our mission on this podcast series is to explore the stories behind the magic that was created at Meadowbrook. In over a span of 4 years, between 1982 and 1986, we saw the transformation of a small co-educational school with less than 1,200 students, 800 girls and 400 boys, into a successful sports and scholastic champions, winning 7 major trophies, 3 Sunlight Cup, 2 Topping Cup, 1 Walker Cup, and 1 Nutriment Shield. And to crown these achievements, Meadowbrook also produced 2 Rhodes Scholars, Cavell Creighton in 1987 and Andrea Wright in 1989, both graduates of Meadowbrook in 1983. In this podcast series, we will be speaking to persons, both males and females, who are actively involved in this incredible journey, along with friends and family and staff at Meadowbrook, which inspired the environment that created this golden era. We hope you enjoy our discussion. Please give us as much support and encouragement that you can on whatever social media platform you are listening. Welcome, and thanks for joining us. So, remember to subscribe and share these Meadowbrook Memories clips and full episodes. And you can support the show by purchasing a copy of my book, Starling Surprise, for a student at Meadowbrook, a friend, or yourself in the link provided in the description page. Thank you. Recording now. All right, today is Thursday, December 4th, 2025, and welcome to a very special Meadowbrook Memories conversation. Because in this particular conversation, we'll be creating Meadowbrook memories as we go. We have a couple of students who I met on my recent book presentation ceremony we had at Meadowbrook in September 2025. So, Meadowbrook members, welcome Melissa Simpson and Nahilia Gale. And after they introduce themselves, and they are members of the class at 2030, and their friend might join them. I'm not sure. Nahilia Williamson, if I remember right. After they introduce themselves, we'll be having a little conversation about what they thought about the book presentation ceremony. And they can ask me any question they want about the book, about the school, the history of the school. And finally, before I turn it over to you ladies, I want to thank our principal, Mr. Kevin Facey, for organizing and facilitating this conversation. So, girls, introduce yourself. And you go first, Melissa.
My name is Melissa Simpson. My name is Melissa Simpson, and I'm from grade 7A.
Okay, nice. And then you go, Nahilia.
My name is Nahilia Gale and I am from the same class 7A.
Okay, nice, nice. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, ladies. Nice to meet you, ladies. All right, so first question I'm going to ask was the book presentation ceremony that we had in September. What you thought of it, and did you learn anything from this coming to the ceremony and getting a copy of the book? And you go first, Melissa.
So basically, when I heard that the ceremony was keeping, I was a bit shocked to know that you guys still remembered Meadowbrook. And when I heard that you guys made a book, I was more surprised that you guys did that. And the book is very interesting.
Yeah, man, we'll get into that. We'll get into that. Nice, nice. So you were surprised and shocked that we remember the school and then we made a book about our memories of the school for 40 years ago. Long, long time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you, Naila, what were your thoughts when you heard about the ceremony?
I was excited because I wanted to see some past students of Meadowbrook High School. And I was even more surprised that you made the book about Meadowbrook history. I love finding out about history and those stuff, so yeah.
All right. And before I get into the book, what did you think of the ceremony? What your thoughts for meeting old students and see old students live in the flesh? What were your thoughts on that?
My thoughts, oh my gosh, they sound cool and they're awesome and those stuff. Yeah.
hmm And who was that? Naila or Melissa? Naila that was?
Can you repeat,
No,
please?
who just speak a while ago? I can't make up the voice so easy.
Nahilia
Okay,
Gale.
okay, okay, okay. And you, Melissa, what were your thoughts on when you met Meadowbrook students in the flesh? Whole Meadowbrook student or past? I mean, I say whole, all over whole.
Well, I was a bit excited to see them, to see that they're so old and they actually remembered Meadowbrook. And
You were surprised at
yeah,
that? Yeah, 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 yeah.
yeah, and I'm excited to meet them. And I shake most of them hands.
Repeat that, repeat that. They kind of went away a little. Repeat that.
I shake their hands, most of them.
I hear you. So you went through and under that. Nice, 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 nice.
Yeah.
All right. But before we talk about the book, I want to ask you a question I ask everybody who come on the podcast. I've been doing the podcast for January next year is 4 years. And you girls are the second set of students that are going to put out on the podcast. But so I ask this question to every student who had been to Meadowbrook. And you first, Melissa. Did you choose Meadowbrook or Meadowbrook choose you?
I actually chose Meadowbrook
Yeah? And why was that? What make you choose Meadowbrook? Why you like Meadowbrook that you actually choose Meadowbrook?
because I like the sports that they did, and I heard a lot about them and I researched. I
Where do you
researched a lot.
okay. So what you hear about Meadowbrook before you come?
I heard that it's a nice school and they had a Meadowbrook in America. Yeah, they had a
A Meadowbrook who? Repeat that?
high school in America.
They had a Meadowbrook High School in America.
Oh, actually, yeah, I do have a Meadowbrook school in our me live here in Orlando, but that is true. Yeah, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, yeah. So that's excited when you research it and say, okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay, nice, nice. Well, glad to hear you pick Meadowbrook. So you have no disappointment that, or you feel that you have been there now for 2, 3, 4 months. What's the impression you have? Now you're on the campus and starting Meadowbrook. What's the feeling you have about the school?
Actually, I'm happy that I'm here and I like the discipline of the school.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I hear you. So yeah, have you ever been on the campus before you came to Meadowbrook?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. So what impression you get of the school itself, the campus itself? What impression you get?
I like it. The environment is often clean and a lot of fresh air.
Lot of who?
Fresh air.
Oh, lot of fresh air under the hills. I hear you. Nice, 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 nice.
Yeah, and I like the sign at the front with the waterfalls with the
Yeah.
Meadowbrook.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, okay. Well, as you come into the school, you see that. Okay, 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 okay. I'm going to come back to ask you a question about that. But let me ask Naila the same question. Did you choose Meadowbrook or Meadowbrook chose you, Naila?
Uh,
Sorry.
Yeah.
Hi, sir. Right, I just joined them. I'm sorry. I thought the phone was too low.
Oh, yeah,
That's
man.
fine.
Okay, so it's just the two of them and you? Nobody else joining us? Nobody else on the line now?
Yes, they're all here now, the three girls.
Oh, the three girls. Okay, I didn't get to find Michael.
Yeah, no, I told him yesterday, but, and I told him when, but I haven't seen him, so I don't know if he's at school and unwell,
Okay, okay,
or he
okay.
forgot.
Okay, no problem, no problem, no problem.
So I'll find a way to get him another person.
Yeah, man, yeah, we can arrange to just talk to him alone by himself. That
Uh,
definitely can work for 10, 15 minutes. So yeah, before you
yeah.
answer the question, Naila, make make Anaya Lee Williamson introduce yourself. I hope I pronounced your name properly.
It's pronounced Nylia Williamson.
Yes, okay, okay. And the couple of questions I asked, and I'm going to come back to you, Naila. Don't think I forget the question I want to ask. And I'm going to ask Naila the same question too. But when you first heard about the book presentation ceremony, Naila, did how you felt? What impression you got when you heard about the book presentation ceremony?
Um, at first I thought it would have been something different. I thought it would have just been a plain like normal book ceremony, but I guess it wasn't.
What do you mean? It was bigger or broader, or you were disappointed? Which one?
It was more than I expected.
Oh, nice, nice, nice. So you were happy for that. It was
Yeah.
much bigger than you thought.
Yes.
Okay, 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 okay. Nice, 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 nice. All right. So the question I was asking Naila, and then I come to you. Did you choose Meadowbrook or Meadowbrook chose you, Naila?
I think I think it was both, cause I didn't really pick Meadowbrook. My mom told me about it and I became interested, so I put it on the paper for my school and then I got picked to go to Meadowbrook.
You're not disappointed.
I'm not disappointed.
Oh, nice, nice,
Re-
nice, nice, nice. And Miss Williamson, it's better I call you that more than try to pronounce your first name. You don't mind?
Okay, so that's fine.
That was you speaking a while ago. Were you not answering the question about choosing Meadowbrook or Meadowbrook choosing you?
Yes, I'm here, sir.
Yeah, man. Yeah, sorry about that. I don't know what happened, but I will fix up the technical. But if I edit out those drop call and things. So, you there, Mr. Facey?
Yes, but he's in and out. So he'll
Okay,
be
all right, no
in out
problem.
for the 5 minutes.
Oh, him go in and out. Okay, so who don't answer the question? I ask the question this way. Who haven't answered the question about choosing Meadowbrook or Meadowbrook choosing them?
I haven't answered as yet.
And that is who now. Identify yourself.
Miss Williamson.
Oh, nice. Okay, thank you for doing that for me. Yes. I can't pronounce the first name. All right, did you choose Meadowbrook or Meadowbrook chose you, Miss Williams?
I chose Meadowbrook.
You chose Meadowbrook? Yeah,
Meadowbrook
why?
was my Meadowbrook was my third choice.
Yeah? And
Yeah.
why? Why do you love Meadowbrook so much that you actually choose it?
Um, there was this thing about the when I did my research, there was this part that caught me, which was they were the first school to input females. Well, not input females, but for a female to reach a high ranking, like higher than a male would have in cadet. And for me, that's very nice because for me it's a start because I love that kind of stuff like cadets. I'm the manly type,
Yeah, yeah,
so
yeah, yeah. Tomboyish. That's what I mean.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
So,
man. I understand.
so
Understand.
that was nice for me, and I also heard about their girls football, and football was something I wanted to do in.
Nice, nice. No, I'm glad it's about the cadet because I actually spoke to the lady who was the first, and she going happy to hear that. Miss Nevin, the call dropping in and out.
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Yeah, sorry about that. No, I was telling you, say, I'm happy to hear that you did your research and you were impressed that Meadowbrook was the first female cadet corps in the island. So I'm happy to hear that. And that's why you chose Meadowbrook. All right, so before I ask, I keep on dropping and out. I don't know why. No Wi-Fi not
Oh,
good.
Mr. Prince,
Yeah, man, I'm here, I'm
I
here, I'm
don't know.
here. You hearing me? Mr. Facey phone
Yes,
was getting a call or something.
Yes, he was getting a call.
All right, no problem. All right. So, me could ask a question. One little question before I want to ask question about the books. I will ask you about the book, whatever way. Um, and you first, Melissa. Name some of the friends them who we have met at Meadowbrook since you started 3, 4 months ago. Call out some of my friend them name.
Leandra, Nelia,
First and last name. That when them hear this, them know say you the matter. First and last name, if you don't mind.
Leandra Francis, Shiloh Cameron,
Who is?
Naelia Gale,
Yeah.
and Naelia
Williams.
Williamson, sorry.
All right, all right. And you, Nailia. Any friends you want to call and big them up?
Big up Melissa Simpson, Nalia Williamson, Tajela Reed, Deandra Francis, Shiloh Cameron, Zion Simba, Alonzo Downer. Big up the whole of them.
Yeah, man. Nice, 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 nice. And you, Miss Williamson, you have any particular friend you want to big up?
Particular as in friends at the school or friends I grew up with.
No, well, you can big up the two of them, friends at the school and the friends that you grew up with. No problem with bigging up everybody.
Alright. So can I also say something about a teacher in particular?
Definitely, I was going to come to know with all of that. Tell me the teacher them want to like and impress with. Yes, definitely. Go ahead first, Miss
Okay,
Williams.
so first, Meadowbrook. One of my favorite teachers is Miss Campbell. She's my form teacher, which is also my English language teacher, English literature teacher, and next term will be my literacy support teacher. She's the type of teacher to push you.
Now
What would I say?
hold
She
on,
not
Miss
take
Williams. Tell me what's her name again? Let me get it proper. What's her name again?
Miss Campbell.
Miss Campbell. Okay, all right, continue. Sorry, and what else you were talking about now?
And I would say our mathematics teacher, which is Miss Henry. Miss Henry, like maths, she don't move off of a topic unless everybody understands that one topic. She would
Mm,
ask the class if they understand. If people say they don't, she will go over and over and over. She'll take up her whole session just explaining for everybody to get to understand
mm,
that one topic.
mm, mm, mm.
Friends I met at Meadowbrook. Who could I say? You have Saoirse Nibs, um, Omar Lawrence, um, Melissa Simpson, Nahila Gale, Tajela Reed, Naheli Edwards, Shiloh Cameron, Alonzo Downer, Ronil Welcome, Dejani Cummins, DeAndre Spence, which is also my boy best friend from primary school.
Mhm.
Shamika Brown, Deandra Francis, Adriana Denton, Christine Benson, Shantoya Watson, Itana McGregor, what's her name? Oh, Timera Manahan. Yeah, and yeah, those are Meadowbrook.
Mhm. Mhm.
Those old primary school,
Yeah,
which I didn't have that much friends, but um, the teach. I'm gonna bring up a few teachers. You
yeah,
have
man.
Mr. Carr, which was my grade 6 teacher, and then you have Miss Brown, which was also one of my grade 6 teachers. You have Miss Waller, which was the principal of my primary school. You
Mhm.
have Miss Anderson, which was my grade 4 teacher. You have Miss Davis Bowley. She was not a teacher of mine, but she would always push me
to do what's right. Yeah, those are it for teachers. For friends at primary school, um, my main friend was Monifa Dwyer, Lamoya Livingston, um, Akela Simpson, and who else? Oh, Alianzo James, um, oh, Javar Haynes. Well, maybe it was an in between for him as a friend, but um, who else? Who else? Um,
You have no friend, Miss Williamson. Trust me, you have one a friend. I love that. All right, Melissa,
but
you finished, Miss Williamson. Go ahead if you're not finished. Continue.
also my main supports, which are my mom, my dad, my grandma, of course.
Yeah.
Um, would you like the name of them though?
Yeah, man, of course, call out them name. Them I want to hear them name.
My dad is George Williamson. My mom is Natasha Donaldson, and my grandma is Andrea Mackey. So also my grand aunt, which is Joy Mackey.
Okay, okay. It sounds like you have a very tight knit family. I love that. You have good support. Love that. Love that. Love that. So,
My uncle,
yeah, go ahead.
also my uncle,
Yeah.
which he will now be addressed as Constable Clayton.
Okay.
So yeah.
You just joined the force. Okay. Nice. 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 So, Melissa, any teacher or any other friends or family want to big up like Miss Williamson before I come to the book?
Teacher, I'd like to big up Miss Claudine Campbell, my farm teacher.
Mm-hmm.
Then my history teacher, Miss Wellington. Now I want to big up my parents.
Yeah, of course. I'm hear them. Call out them name.
My mother's name is Kimon Thomas
Kim
and Kimon Thomas.
Thomas, yeah, man. Sorry, yeah.
And I'd like to big up my brother, Nick Wayne Simpson,
Mm-hmm.
and my sister, Niquisha Simpson.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Nice. Nice. Nice.
And my dad, Wayne Simpson.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. Nice.
Yeah, that's all.
That's it. Nailia, anybody want to big up any teacher, family members you want to big up before we talk about the book?
Big up Miss Miss Claudine Campbell. I want to big up Miss. What's her name again? No. Yeah, Miss Henry, Miss Blackstock, and our PE teacher, our physical education teacher, Miss Ebanks. And
Yeah.
I want to big up my family members, my mom, Roxanne Latoya Brown, my grandmother, Sharon Kelly, my aunt, Tish Anna Kelly, my grandfather, Joseph Kelly. Yeah, that's wait, and I want to big up my brother them, King Nelson and Kaylin Nelson too.
Yeah, man. Nice. I love when you talk about in the family and your mother and father especially. That big them up and close to them. I love hearing that, So let me turn to the book here now. And you start first, Miss Williamson. Any questions you have about the book that you want to ask me? I have a couple questions for you, but I'm going to make you ask the questions first. Anything you read in the book that you need clarification, or say, oh, I need to know more about that or more about that. Tell me what you want to find out.
Let me find back the page. Give me a sec.
Mm-hmm. And you go, yeah, go ahead,
The
Miss Williamson. Sorry.
the great family tradition. Can you explain more about that to me?
The
Let me
what?
jump in for that one. Let me jump in for that one.
What's the question, Mr. Faison?
Aye. So, I read the book too, so that helps. So all Sir means is that he's not the only prince that has come through the gates. That there have been a couple of his um brothers and I think one sister. So
One sister, one brother, and lots of nephews and nieces came through Meadowbrook.
and nieces, yeah.
And cousins after I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So at one point, young lady, what he's saying is that for a number of years, there's always at least one member of his family here.
Yeah, man, for both.
Whether it's a brother, sister, nephew, niece, cousin. So he could count from say 1960 to
1965.
1984, and
Yeah.
there was somebody that he could say a close family member that was there. But why that's important is um, in the time when he went to school, a number of families had multiple brothers and sisters who had come to school in a similar way. And there are some instances where you have two generations that have come through, or three. So the brother and sister came, one of their children came, and maybe one of their children or a cousin came. So there's always a member of a family that was here. So this school used to be known for having families with coming through the school. So that's why it's called the Greater District. You have a
Yeah.
cousin that's here?
Um, also success at Meadowbrook High School, which was the golden years from 1976 to 1986. No, it's there. Okay, sure.
Yes.
You're saying yes.
My understanding is that it means the best years at Meadowbrook High School that you have had your and that your family members have had too.
Yep.
Yeah.
You want to talk about somebody having golden years that typically mean what were the times that greatest success or their best memories or the happiest time.
Yeah,
That's usually what they mean.
the golden years been it was a golden era for Meadowbrook. Not necessarily for my family, but for Meadowbrook, where Meadowbrook won 7 trophies and produced 2
In
Rhodes
the
Scholars
same.
in 4 years. In 4 years in the 1980s. Yes. It made our school proud, and we can still talk about it after 40 years. So yes. Good question.
The question that Nylia asked, that was also my question and it got answered, so I don't have any other question. The first question that you asked, the family member.
Okay. So anybody else have
I also like that you had 3 main reasons why you decided to write the book. I think that's a very good part of it, because a lot of people might be wondering, why was this book written? Why was these information chosen and stuff. So I really like that you put the 3 main reasons why you actually wrote the book. So yeah.
I appreciate that. And who was that speaking? Because I can't get the voice straight.
Miss Williamson.
Miss Williams. Okay, so Naila or Melissa, you guys have any other question before I ask you a couple of questions?
You can go ahead and ask your questions. I don't have any more.
Okay. All right. So my question is, after going through the book, and you take this first, Melissa, what impact did reading the book have on you? How it make you feel after I read the book?
I felt happy to know about Meadowbrook history, and actually I wanted to ask a question.
That's why I'm here, man.
So, how did you guys remember? Did you research?
Oh, I remember all of the story for write about the book.
Yeah.
Good question. Good question. I have the answer for you. Or is that a good question? Um, when we won in 1982, right? I
Yeah.
kept the newspaper clippings of everything because I felt special. It was the first time the school I win nothing. I said, let me keep the newspaper clippings, all of the winnings. All so the Gleaner is still around. There was another paper named the Daily News. So I had the pictures and the newspaper clippings of everything. Unfortunately, we can't go back to the Gleaner and get the archives of this. So when I started writing the book, but based far from a memory for some of the matching, but both sides was I had the newspaper clippings, especially for the finals. And then it jarred my memory and I remember back a whole heap of things. So yeah, that's a good question. I had the clippings and I wanted to write the story because I realized if we at Meadowbrook don't talk about our history, nobody else will. And nobody else had done it. I wanted to. I don't want to wanted to. Nobody else had done it. And I didn't want what we did in the 1980s, the golden era, as we say, just went into a black hole. Because at least now you know about it, and all of the students who come at the book presentation term and they know that Meadowbrook. And I know Mr. Face have the picture of them up there. So yeah. The newspaper
In
clipping
the
was the
library.
main thing. Was the main thing, Miss Simpson. Yeah, go ahead. So
The
like you were
pictures
saying
are
something.
in the library.
Go ahead.
The pictures are in the library, and there's a big one downstairs in the main office.
Oh, nice, nice, nice. So no, you can't come to school and say and don't say the wait name. That's the purpose I have to make sure we have to know our history now. We have to know our history. To be inspired by our history, whether for a play or for even write our own history. Like what you're doing here now by having the conversation, you know? This conversation will put out and it'll be part of history. So yeah. And Naila, you had any questions? I was
Yes, sir.
yeah, go ahead.
How did you feel? How did you feel about writing the book and why?
Oh no man. No. The book is a process. It's like I've been thinking about writing the book for years, as I say. I felt very good when I finally finished the
Okay.
book and got it published and all of that. And I got help from another Meadowbrook student who was at the ceremony, Lindsay Quarry. I can call out him name. Because I wrote the book, I had the book written from about 2017, right? I was in,
Okay.
I had
Yeah.
the, yeah, go ahead.
No, no, I don't have any question. I was just listening.
Oh, no, right. So I wrote the book and had it ready from about 2017. I finished the book, but I didn't get it published until 2023 because I'm not so. I had to get help from somebody, and I finally got help from another Meadowbrook student who was at the ceremony. So yeah, good question. But to answer your question, I really feel good that I finished the book. And now after the book is written, the history is there. Nobody should come out of school. Or the book is available that anybody can listen it 10, 20, long after I'm gone. Somebody can take up the book and say, this is where I did up my Meadowbrook at this time of the year. And it can inspire, oh no, as I said, write on one story too. So yeah, yep, that's the thing. So the question I asked Melissa Nailia, how it make you feel when you read the book after you read the book? How it make you feel after you read the book about the history of Meadowbrook, in a sense? Wait,
It made
history.
me feel. It made me feel inspired.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Good for hear that. Good for hear. That's the purpose. That's the main purpose. That when you see the book and when you feel inspired for one of the things in Meadowbrook. And you do have for the sports. Do have for the sports. For one, write a book about on the memory of Meadowbrook one of the days them. Not in these days it's not hard. In these digital days it's not hard to write down your thoughts, save it, and then you always can get help with somebody else be finishing up the book like I did get help. So I'm very, very impressed by that. And Miss Williamson, how it made you feel after you read the book?
Um, After I read the book, I was mainly glad and excited to to be a part of the Meadowbrook family because winning 7 um trophies and other stuffs in the time period of 4 years isn't that easy to do. I may say it's not that easy to do. So me being a part of the Meadowbrook family, and I can get a chance to also do something like that for the school, it's very nice and it's very inspiring to push me to actually join clubs and stuff. Because when I just came here, I wasn't intending to join clubs and extracurricular activities. I wasn't intending to do that. But after reading the book, yeah, now I'm gonna join some clubs. I'm now part of the quiz team, so yeah.
Yeah, man, that's what I want to hear. That's exactly what I want to hear. So let me ask you a little small wrap-up question before I ask Mr. Face if you have any closing remark or any. Um, how the friends them feel, and the friend them who not part of this conversation. One of the want to say to them, and you take this first, Melissa.
Um,
What would you want to say to your friends first? Melissa, you take this one first.
I want to say, sorry that you guys didn't get to speak with Mr. Prince, and it was a very interesting and inspiring conversation. Yeah, that's all.
Yeah, man, and a copy of the book in the library, and no copy or copy. So you can encourage them to go read the book. And this is just the beginning. We can always, if them inspired for one join and come talk about the book, you can tell them. Just reach out to Mr. Face if they're inspired. So inspired, tell you. I say, Mr. Face, I read the book and I have some questions for Mr. Prince. Girl or boy, not really matter. All right? And Nailia, oh, what your friend, what you want to tell your friend them? But after,
It's
yeah, go ahead.
inspiring to Mr. Prince, and I'm encouraging you to read the book because it's a really great book about history. And right now, in history, we're learning about Meadowbrook's history. I will pass it. I'm not really sure.
You did it early, right? You did it early. Yeah, early.
I didn't remember, but we
Yeah, they
learned
actually.
about Jamaica's not Jamaica, Meadowbrook history.
Yeah, because of one of the projects that they have to do. So one of the things, Mr. Prince, that I promised that I would do, these girls are gonna help me do. When I return to school, there are a couple of the grade 7 classes I want to actually come to one of their couple of their form times and just bring some of the books and we just read some sections and talk about some sections. So they're gonna remind me when school resumes, when we come back from the Christmas break to do it. I want to do it over the Easter term. And I figure if I can do, there are 6 classes. I figure I can do probably at least 2 visits to each, which would make it 12, which means I could do one per week and stagger it. So
Yeah.
the
Yep.
idea is to kind of bring the book, so have them read a section, talk about it in their form time, which would probably be on Tuesdays.
Yeah, man,
So
that's perfect.
that's what they're going to do.
And if anybody inspired and want to come talk to the book or have questions to me about the book, you know we can set that up and we'll do it just like how we do yours for now.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
Definitely.
man, we can. So
Definitely.
that is the plan. I
Definitely.
wanted to kind of remind people that are my present grade 7 kids that they really should dream. There's no reason why they can't, and they should really just challenge themselves. Yes, the limit is beyond the sky, as I'm hearing from one of these nice ladies. So, with that, Sir Prince, Mr. Royal, sir, I am signing off.
Yeah, man. Thank you. And thank you, ladies. Class of 2030, Melissa, Nailia, and Naya Lee. Thank you for joining the conversation. And when it come out, I will send it to you. Now, when Mr. Face know that you can go on YouTube and go watch it. When it out, Mr. Face will tell you when it out. All right. So thank you for doing this. I appreciate this. And Meadowbrook, as we say, all I will love Meadowbrook, even though we're going there for 40, from 40 odd years ago. I still love Meadowbrook like me. I'm going to love you that. So thank you, Mr. Facey. I appreciate that. Thanks again, ladies.
Never know. One move's never two nor three, alive.
One
No,
book,
I'm
all
Mr.
right.
Facey. One last favor,
Yeah,
Mr. Facey. Take pictures of all three
cute.
of them. Take a couple pictures of all
All
three of
right,
them together. That I can,
all right, we'll do.
when the video go up, I can post the pictures of them, that people know what them see.
Okay, we'll do.
Yeah,
I'm going
man.
to do that now.
Yeah, man. All right. Thanks,
All
Mr.
right.
Facey. Cool. Thanks again, ladies. Cool. Yeah, man. Thanks for listening to Meadowbrook Memories. And remember to give us all the encouragement you can on whatever social media platform you are listening. And special thanks to my production manager, Cameron Wright, who takes care of everything involved in getting the podcast out every week. And without him, this podcast would not be possible. It is his expertise that allows me to do what I love doing every week, having great conversations about Meadowbrook Memories, and he's responsible for everything else. So again, thanks to my production manager, Cameron Wright. So remember to subscribe and share these Meadowbrook Memories clips and full episodes. And you can support the show by purchasing a copy of my book, Starling Surprise, for a student at Meadowbrook, a friend, or yourself in the link provided in the description page. Thank you. So remember, as we listen to these conversations, and I must thank Nadine Moulton for this, memories are made to be told, not buried. The views expressed by guests on this podcast are their own, and their appearances on the program does not imply an endorsement of them or any entity they represent. While we will not add to statements made by a guest, we reserve the right to exclude statements or remarks that might be considered inflammatory. Thank you.